Interfaith Glasgow promotes positive engagement between Glasgow's diverse religion and belief communities. The aim of our first ever Festivals Exchange programme was to celebrate the rich religious and cultural diversity of Glasgow's South East and to foster friendship building and improved interfaith understanding by providing opportunities for people from different faith and belief backgrounds to gain a better understanding and first-hand experience of each other's religious festivals. 3 places of worship participated as host communities: Glasgow Gurdwara, Gorbals Parish Church and Zia-Ul-Quran Mosque. We worked with volunteers from each of these communities to open up a religious festival to witnesses from other faith and belief traditions, making sure that guests felt welcome and comfortable and had opportunities to ask questions about what they'd experienced. The 3 festivals chosen were Bandi Chor Divas, a traditional Sikh festival in November, Christmas, the most well-known of Christian festivals, and Mawlid al-Nabi, a Muslim festival which took place in January. Volunteers from our 3 participating places of worship met each other for the first time at the Hidden Gardens over a meal catered for by the Hidden Gardens Cultural Cookery Group. They shared their own memories of religious festivals before going on to discuss plans for the forthcoming events. Bandi Chor Divas, which translates as Day of Liberation, is an important Sikh festival. On this day, Sikhs celebrate the release of the 6th Guru, Guru Har Gobind, who was liberated from captivity along with 52 princes. The festival coincides with Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. Festival Exchange programme guests were welcomed into Glasgow Gurdwara by the volunteers and invited to the prayer hall where they witnessed part of the Sikh service in which devotional hymns were sung. After this, they joined the Sikh community in the Langar kitchen to enjoy a meal of traditional Punjabi food specially made for the event. The evening ended with a dialogue session in which guests had the opportunity to ask questions about the Sikh faith and about the festival of Bandi Chor Divas.
Since the Gurdwara opened, I've actually been meaning to come along and have a visit. So when this opportunity arose, I grabbed it with both hands, and I was curious to see what Bandi Chor Divas meant. So it was really helpful to be able to come along, view the building, get to talk to people, but also learn a little bit about the festival behind this.
Coming to the Gurdwara and to the event has really opened my eyes. I've read a lot about Sikhism in paper, but I haven't really seen the real religion being lived by hundreds and thousands of the followers. So for me to come here to sit and eat with them and converse with them, I learnt a lot, especially the relations between Muslims and the Sikh gurus were very interesting.
Christmas is an annual Christian celebration which commemorates the birth of Jesus Christ. It is generally celebrated on the 25th of December, with observances beginning the evening before, and it has both religious and cultural significance all over the world. Guests at Gorbals Parish Church were invited to observe the traditional Christmas Eve service, in which participants reflected on the Christmas story through narration, song and prayer. The service ended with a ritual lighting of candles. Mulled juice and mince pies were served after the service as people wished each other a Merry Christmas. This was followed by a dialogue session in which Festivals Exchange guests had the opportunity to ask questions about what they had witnessed, and guests and hosts exchanged stories of their own experiences of Christmas from Christian and non-Christian perspectives.
So my mother's Christian, my father's Muslim, so for example, lighting the candle at the end for a loved one that's passed or whatnot. My uncle was a Christian, I lit one for him. I felt a real connection there. So even though I'm Muslim, sitting in a church lighting a candle, there's still definitely a connection.
I thought this evening is the way forward. It's the way forward for people It's the way forward for faiths. It is being and gaining an understanding of people's faith, because it is a very, very important base, and that has to be what we try and achieve. And hopefully, maybe one day, we will have peace on earth.
The Mawlid al-Nabi celebrates the birth of the Prophet Muhammad and is observed annually in traditional Muslim cultures across the world, from Morocco to Indonesia, often with Arabic poetry, odes and percussion. At Zia-Ul-Quran Mosque, guests were given the opportunity to witness the Muslim ritual prayer, which is performed 5 times a day, before a short introduction to the Mawlid was given by local Imam Hassan Rabbani. Chanting and poetry was then performed, accompanied by percussion. After the service, there was a dialogue session in which guests were invited to ask questions related to the Mawlid and to Islam in general, before a delicious meal was shared by all.
The event was really inspiring and educational. It helped me to understand the Muslim community better and sort of what they believe in, and similarities between Sikhism and Islam.
I realized I haven't known that much about Islam, and the only time I've been in a mosque previously was just doors open day in the central mosque. So this was a nice experience, being able to observe the prayer and participate with some of the chanting and singing and the talks, and particularly the Q&A, are the things I really like the best, to learn a little bit more about how Islam works. Yeah.
My name's Gulam. I'm actually a Muslim, a Sufi Muslim, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic because it's beautiful to see such a diverse range of people from all faiths and no faith, because I believe that we're all one, you know. So I feel very honoured, touched and humbled.